Okay, hopefully third time's the charm in getting this video done. Hello, my name is Glennis. Welcome to my channel, Lady Gem. As you can probably tell by the title, this is not one of my usual hair review videos. Um, however, it goes a little bit with the ethos, yeah, of my channel, which is basically finding what works. Um, and so as a person of faith, I am trying to find what works in this process, in this time of my life. Um, so far for 2023, you all been so patient with me. I haven't recorded nor uploaded my weekly videos, my weekly hair review videos, and that's because my life has been chaotic. Some of it good chaos, but some of it not so good chaos. And so, but anyhow, this is also where as I mentioned in one of my other videos, that it's kind of like my channel is me vlogging my hair journey. And so in a way, this is also me vlogging this part of my life that I am currently experiencing. It's now August. In July of last month, July, well, actually, let me back up a little bit. One of my last videos that I uploaded, I mentioned that my mom um, had some major surgery and was still in the hospital. She was expected to be released from rehab the week my husband and I went to Cancun, Mexico. And so we went to Cancun. We were supposed to come back on Wednesday, and she was scheduled to be released that Thursday. But the Tuesday before we were scheduled to leave, early in the morning, I got a phone call that never thought I was going to receive at that time. We were expecting mom to be released and go home for all intents and purposes. Yeah, that was the expectation. But, you know, in looking back now, there were signs that mom probably wasn't going to come home. She didn't. I received a call on that Tuesday morning that my mom passed away. Gosh, I thought I could do this. Anyhow, I received a call that my mom passed away early that morning, from the doctor in the hospital, and so it's been an interesting month, to say the least. Interesting is not even the word. I wrote my thoughts down, and when I came to this point, I was like, what word can I use to describe July 18th to August 18th? And interesting is not the word, but so I don't know. That time has been I don't know, but undescribable, because I lost my best friend. My mom and I spoke pretty much daily. If we didn't talk daily, we will, by the next day, we're like, what happened? Why you didn't call? And I'll be back because I'm still crying.
Call me if you need me, Mom.
Okay. Alrighty, let me record. I already started to push the play button.
Oh, sorry.
The record button. Anywho. I was trying to do this in one go, but that's not gonna happen. So yeah. And I was on a roll, but now my thoughts are all over the place. Look, my mom was a diabetic all my life. She diabetes, of course, runs in my family, on both sides of my family. And when she got pregnant with me, she was diagnosed with gestational diabetes. And so Mom, and also my mom was a nurse. She worked as a for the majority of her nursing career as a geriatric nurse. She took care of seniors who were, in the end stage of life. But mom, many of them were African Americans and also were diabetic. So mom knew that, I mean, that she was gonna die, right? We all at some having mom having worked as a nurse and living life, she came to terms with death and her own mortality. And so she just knew that she was going to die at some point. And part of this for us, our family, is that knowing that she knew, she, and she told us, of course, that she's going to die at some point. And she would tell us, don't mourn, meaning don't become depressive over me. Continue to live life, enjoy life to its fullest, because she lived life in its fullness. She, my mom lived, while she lived a short life, chronological age, she was 61. She lived a full life. She loved to travel. My mom went to 6 of the 7 continents. If we're ever talking about we were talking about a trip, she's like, oh, when are we going? She was going on a trip. uh Ate the best foods. We love to treat ourselves to the good things in life. We didn't necessarily put off for tomorrow what we wanted to do today. And so, looking back, that has all helped us um, this past month in our grief of missing mom, is that while we knew and we know that, she's no longer here, she lived life. She enjoyed life. She she took so many photographs, and so and putting together her obituary, going back and looking at those photographs, and there were so many memories that we have, that it kinda make it make this a little, easy is not the word, a little bit more acceptable. Well, yes, I think that's what it is. It made us, or some of us, I'm not gonna, it made me, let me make this personal. It made me not having to go through all the steps of the grieving process. At acceptance. And as a person of faith, I mentioned that earlier. We all know that death comes to us at some point. And as people of hope, we also know that death is not the end. Um, that there is gonna come a day where our um, our God is going to put an end to death itself, and that, and in doing so, that we will reunite with our loved ones again. That He will, He, as the creator of life and the giver of life, that He will give those bones. He did it once before and He'll do it again, life. And so we all will be reunited. And so for me, that is what, those two things. Mom lived a full life, and knowing that death is not the end of the story. Um, for her and for those who are of faith, and for ourselves, that it's not the end. And so it made me get to, not the denial, not the negotiating, not the whatever else the rest of the steps are, I'm at acceptance. And, and so my advice in defining what works, I'm gonna try to keep this short. My advice in this process, what I've learned, so defining what works, if you are in grief, and I can only speak to it, my specific instance of where my mom lived a full life, enjoyed life, came to terms with her death prior, that she was going to die at some point. It has been for me, I don't know the word. I just went blank there for a minute. It made it. mm, I- it- It's kind of like I really don't know, but it's not. It's not. It. Look, mom could have died at home, but she died in the hospital. I had the way back in my not a vision, not a premonition, not just an inkling, a feeling that I was gonna get an early morning call that my mom didn't wake up, but it was always she was at home. I did get the early morning call that mom didn't wake up, but thankfully she was in the hospital. So that it was less traumatic. That's the word I'm looking for because that's how I put the two together. It is not as traumatic for me because mom prepared us as best she could. And my point is, my point is in this all, for those of us, because that's who I can talk to. I can't speak to the dead. Live life. Live life. Enjoy life. Live it to the fullest of your capabilities. Don't plan for tomorrow because it is not promised to you. Yesterday is gone. There's nothing you can do about it. But today, if you have the breath of life in you, make something of today. Make something of the day, the opportunity that you have to enjoy life. We try to think ahead and therefore miss the now, miss life because life in a string is made up of many nows. And even the now has just now become the past. So, but the next breath is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised. And because mom lived a full life, it was, and it's less, her death is less traumatic for me. And so if there's anything, any advice for all of us, is just enjoy life. Enjoy life. Go to look again. If you're a people of faith, God will provide. But go on that trip. Go make memories because that's at the end of the day. That's all that's gonna be left are memories. Go put on that expensive perfume just because of whatever. That's going through mom's things. Mom loved perfume. I think that's where I got my love for perfume. And we used to buy her perfume for her birthday, which was in June. I gave her an Hermes perfume, and so that was the last. Yeah, I think that was the last gift I gave her. But we used to give her perfumes, and so going through her things, cleaning out, I could not find any empty bottles. Well, we did find many empty bottles of things that she held on to, just because we gave it to her. But the fact is that she used them because they were empty. There was nothing there for us to say, oh, she didn't use that. She used every single thing. She just kept the empty jars because we gave her, and so she kept those as memories, which we found interesting. But when we were going through, we were laughing like, Mom kept these empty things because we gave them to her. But the joy that we got from it was that she used those things. They were empty. They were used. So use that expensive thing that you have. Wear your expensive shoes, your clothes, or whatever. Go out and enjoy. Stop complaining about the heat. Stop complaining about the snow. Stop complaining about whatever. Just find a little bit of goodness in the heat, a little bit of goodness in the cold. I'm speaking to myself for the cold because I love the heat. Go out, enjoy, and take as much as we possibly can in the polluted air, but whatever. Just find a little bit of where you can just inhale some of the goodness of the quote unquote fresh air. You know, go to that expensive restaurant you always wanted to go to and enjoy. Um, my mom, we are steak eaters. We will go to the steak houses, um, or whatever your favorite dish is. Just enjoy life, folks. Enjoy it, live it, experience it, make memories with your loved ones, because at the end, that's all that's going to be left. Don't fight for material things because you can't take it with you to the grave. You know, and it's kind of sad that people are fighting for material things, houses, lands, whatever, and you can't take it with you to the grave. It can't help you in the hospital when you're sick or whatever. None of it can. But making memories, having experiences, and also, as my sister and I wrote our mom's obit. It was, and being a pastor and having had helped other folks, family and friends with their obituary, and because they did not live life, their obituary was hard to write. Mom's obituary was very easy to write because she enjoyed life. So if there's anything you can do again to make that time, it's already stressful. If there's anything you can help, live life so that your family members can have something to say about you. And also, bitch, mom, while she she just told us where she wanted to be buried. It's stuff like that, make it simple for your family members, because that time is stressful. If you can pre-plan. When my mother-in-law passed away, she sat down with us a few months. Actually, she didn't. Again, she was another one. Well, she pre-planned her funeral and made it so much easier for us. I can understand the unexpectedness in some death, and not having, but it goes back to, don't put off for tomorrow what you can do today. Because I do have one regret. I had bought a book years ago, about maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and it's called 400 Questions to Ask Your Parents Before They Die. I bought the book, and I meant to sit with my mom and go through those questions with her. And it was weighing heavy on me when I was in Cancun, and I said, when I come back, I'm going to sit down and video record her those 400 questions. But because I put off for tomorrow what I could have done today, I'm never going to have that opportunity. But I can make the best of it. I can do that for my daughter. That's the lesson learned there. I can sit down myself and now record it for my daughter so that she can have that. But look, people, life is short. And if you have life in you, live it. We are all still, missing mom, grieving mom. We're not mourning in the sense that we're lost or depressed or any of that. We were, as a family, going to South Africa next month, in about a month. What's today? No, in about a month. I had to cancel her ticket, but we're still going. And we're going to have the best of time, because she told us to. She told us to continue to live life and enjoy. And so we plan to do just that, because now she's not able to do it. And it's all the more salient to go on this trip for us. So look, if there's anything, again, just to recap, this month has made me appreciate a couple of things and make me appreciate people more. It also made me appreciate taking pictures. Weirdly, I hate taking pictures. I'm the picture takerer. I'm not the sub. I don't like to be the subject. But that's what this has taught me. Again, that goes to finding what finding what works. But enjoy life. Enjoy life. It is too short. It's too precious. Find peace. Find joy. Find happiness in yourself. Don't put that on anybody else to give you your peace and your happiness. That's something you have to work on so that you can enjoy your present, because it is a present to you. It's a gift to you here and now. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about tomorrow. Just enjoy life. Enjoy now. Be present. Just that's all. That's where I'm at now. I'm enjoying how I can in this moment. It's making me appreciate it all the more. And so for that, I thank God as the giver of life. My grandmother passed away when my mom was 42. I'm 43. And so when I got the news, I just thank God for the extra year of life that I had my mom, that she didn't have with her mom. So yeah, love on your family members, wherever you're estranged from whomever. If there's a possibility that the relationship could be reconciled, reconcile it, work out to try to keep family members together as much as possible if you can. I don't. Everybody's story is different, but if there's a possibility, do it. But enjoy life. Okay. Thanks for watching. I'm hoping to be back next week, but we shall see. Actually probably not, come to think of it, because I have to go home. I have to go to Guyana soon. So there may not be another video for a couple of more weeks. We shall see. Okay. Thanks everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.